Jesy, it is so good to have you back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm as excited as all the fans out there. I had to stop reading the comments. They were all great comments, but I think the one that stood out the most was you'd put up that you were coming back and a fan tweeted underneath, I just screamed out loud and my Uber driver just jumped out of his skin. How have you felt feeling all that love from the fans? Because there is genuine excitement, Jesy, to have you back.
Do you know what? Throughout this whole process, I have just realised how I am so lucky to have the fans that I've got, because they are so loyal, so dedicated, and they just do nothing but show me so much love and support. And I just honestly, like, I love them so much. Like, I mean, I chat to them regularly every day, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this without them, and I feel very lucky.
When you took a break in 2020, could you ever picture today?
No.
Back then?
Absolutely not. I had no idea what I was going to do. I just knew that I wanted to take time out for myself. I just wanted to, like, just have time with my friends and family, like just be at peace, and like just do nothing for a bit. And then just, I don't know, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew that I was never going to give up music, because that's me, like that is my life, like that's my main passion. And so yeah, for me to give that up would have been silly, but I didn't know if I wanted to write for other people, write for myself. And then I just went into the studio with my friends that have done the majority of this album, and we ended up writing the first session that I did, we ended up writing the first single, which is crazy.
Do you feel that not having the pressure probably helped you make one of the most fun, most loved pieces of work?
1,000,000%. I mean, also I was going through a breakup, and I was going through a lot of stuff at the time, which also helped me write, these amazing songs. And it's so funny, everyone always says you write the best songs when you go through a breakup, and you really do. So yeah, I had a lot of sessions where I cried my eyes out in the studio, but it was like therapy. It was amazing.
Jesy, most people found 2020 hard, understandably so. You said you enjoyed the lockdown, but you found going back into life after the lockdown really tough. And I think a lot of people can relate to how you were feeling. Why is that?
I think because it was the first time ever in my life since being in the band that I'd actually had real, genuine, proper time off to just be with myself, be with like my loved ones, and just like I felt true inner peace for the first time ever in my life. And and also like genuine, like true happiness. Like my heart just felt really happy. And I couldn't work out if it was because I was just so exhausted from, like, because being in Little Mix is like you're non-stop every single day, like you don't ever get time off. And so yeah, I couldn't work out if it was because of the fact that I was just exhausted, or if it was because I just wasn't happy at work, or I didn't know what it was, but I just knew that time really made me realize that when I went back to work, that it wasn't making me happy anymore. And I just really needed to take control of my life and make myself happy again, because it'd been 10 years of my life that I'd gone through a lot of like ups and downs and a lot of trauma, and I needed to like heal and just be happy again.
Now we're not going to focus on all of this because I'm loving the next chapter, Jesy. But Jesy, it's hard enough feeling all those emotions when you're going through your 20s on your own.
Yeah.
But you were in the public spotlight. How did you deal with all of that, Jesy?
Well, I didn't, and I think that's why, like, I obviously ended up in hospital, and I didn't deal with it very well at all. I tried to like mask it and hide it and just crack on, as they say in show business, but it didn't help. Like that was the worst thing I could have done. And then I obviously made my documentary, and that was a bit of a like breaking point for me, where I, like, in a good way, where I felt like I'd finally like had a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I knew that it was a really positive thing for me mentally, because it was the first time I'd ever really like truly spoken about it in depth, of like what I was going through. Like I'd kept it in for so long. And that was like a real turning point for me, when I thought, God, like this has really helped me, like being open and honest. And I think we all need to just be a bit more braver and just not be as afraid to talk about how we're feeling if we are struggling.
I think so. And I think it's something else that you said there. I think we have to stop cracking on because that's what we're told to do, aren't we? Just crack on. Jesy, you're living your dream. Put a smile on your face, get out there and just do it, and it'll all be better.
Yeah, but that's what makes me laugh is that, like, if I broke my leg tomorrow, my manager wouldn't go, right, go on, crack on.
Yeah.
Because I can't. Do you know what I mean? And it's exactly Russell. No, he wouldn't. But like, I genuinely, like, yeah, and that's what's crazy. It's like still part of your body, like your brain. It's like we should look after it just as much as we look after other parts of our body. And it's just mental to me that, like, if you're not mentally feeling well, that people just like kind of tell you to, like I said, just crack on and get on with it. And it shouldn't be like that because, you know, like I said, if you break your leg, you go to the hospital. If you're not feeling great mentally, then you need to go see someone and sort it out, fix it.
Yeah. One thing that is a constant in your life, and you even have it on in the form of a tattoo, is music. And you've in that tattoo, it says music is the strongest form of magic. What is it about music that just brings you to life?
I honestly couldn't live without music. Like, I just love the music. For me, is the biggest form of therapy. Like, the fact that I can be in the worst mood ever, and if you put on a song that I love, it can completely take me out of that. And that's how powerful music is. I love that it brings people together. I love that I get to tell my stories in my music, which I know that someone in the world is going to relate to, and hopefully it makes them feel better. It's just such a powerful thing, and I think, yeah, I just feel so lucky that that's my job, that I get to create music.
And you get to do it on your terms, Jesy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would go, oh my gosh, this is so frightening. You know, you're out on your own, but not you. How is this next chapter feeling? I love this.
Oh, I just honestly, I feel really proud of myself because.
You should.
Thank you. Like, because this is the music I've always wanted to make. Like, just from being, even from really young, like, this is what I grew up on. Like 90s, 2000s, R&B, hip hop is what I grew up on. That's like my main passion. And for me, it's like, that's the best music that was ever created. And so for me to like now be able to bring that into like this era now and like have that influence on my music just feels amazing. And I just can't wait for everyone to hear it. I've had it for such a long time now. And it's like my little baby, and I'm letting it out into the world.
And you've teamed up with Nicki Minaj. The video is coming soon. I love such a tease you are. Put up the post on Instagram and it's about to be a movie. I cannot wait for this video to drop.
Oh my God, honestly. I have literally put my heart and soul into this video. I co-directed it with one of my friends, Harry, and we've like worked on this. We have stayed up. We've had no sleep making this video. But do you know what? It's been so worth it because when I've shown it to people, they're like, Jesy, I haven't seen a video like this in such a long time. And that's what makes me so excited because that's the feeling I wanted to get from it. That's what I wanted people to like say when they saw it, because it is, to me, I think it's a movie. Like, I can't wait for everyone to see it because there is so much to take in, like in the best way possible, that I feel like people are going to want to keep watching it.
I cannot wait. It's only natural that people are going to be asking about Little Mix now that you're out here. But can we change the narrative? Because I think that the narrative that people want to put out is they're not talking, they're not friends, there's no animosity. When you go through a break, you just need some time apart, don't you? Absolutely. And then you come back.
Absolutely. And you know what? They're like they've got babies now as well. Like, they're living their lives, and like they need to be at peace. They need to do their thing and like have their peace. And like, listen, eventually we'll, hopefully, who knows, we'll come back one day. But for now, like, we're just all like having our space, and I think it's healthy.
Exactly. And all happy for each other, wishing each other all the best.
1,000,000%.
Jesy, this is just the beginning of the new chapter. Tell me what's next. What can't you wait to do next?
Perform. Oh my God. I feel like I haven't been on stage for, I don't know, it feels like a lifetime to me. It probably hasn't even been that long, but it feels a very long time. So yeah, like, that's where I feel most happiest, on stage performing to my fans. So I've obviously got some performances coming up, which is so exciting. So I just can't wait to like perform this song. It's so exciting. And then there will be an album coming. I don't know when, but there will be, which I'm working on at the moment, which is so exciting. And yeah, I just can't wait to put more music out and have more collaborations. And
who would you like to collaborate with next?
There's so many. I love Doja Cat. Bruno Mars, I absolutely adore. yeah, there's lots on my list.
Oh, well, do you know what? I cannot wait. As I said at the beginning, I'm so excited that you're back. And even more so, I'm so happy that that's a genuine smile on your face. And you are writing the rules, Jesy. Do as you please and entertain us.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Can't wait to see you over here in Ireland.
Yay! Thank you for having me.